Hello, everyone. My name is Toni Anderson. I am the author of Dreaming of Becoming a Travel Agent. This book is about my personal experience as well as my expertise in the travel industry. I have been in the industry for over 30.
Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday.
Hello, hello. Hi. Hi, everyone. How y'all doing? Becoming a travel agent. This book is about my
Uh, oh,
I was
oh, you
like, you
want me to
looking at
talk?
me? You the one usually do all of the talking,
All
and I
right.
just kind
Well,
of here to answer the question.
welcome to the special Wednesday night. It's not Q&A with Tony, but Tony we have a special guest tonight. He's gonna call in a little bit, but we come tonight to talk about Tony's new book, Dreaming of Becoming a Travel Agent.
Correct. I'm
Ah.
excited. I finally did it. I was able
Ah.
to write my book, which I am super excited about. And I want to say thank you to all of those people who have already purchased it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get my sales report very soon to see how I'm doing, but my publisher told me that I was doing good in sales as far
So let's
as
give you a hand
is.
clap.
Thank you. I'm so excited about it. It was one of my goals in life. I wanted to do was to write a book, and I've been procrastinating for a very long time, and so I'm just glad that I finally was able to do it, and complete that goal. I guess you can say in life because we all set up goals, and so if you ever thought about writing, I will highly recommend you do it. It don't have to be long. I just want to tell you that it does not. Write something about that you're passionate about, that you love, and you will be amazed as to what story you have in you to talk about. Um, Pick something like I did. I picked travel agent. I'm a travel consultant. I've been doing this for 13 years, and I'm really passionate about people coming into the industry. And I want to make sure when people come into the industry, they don't make those same mistakes that I made. And so I also mentor agents. I have a team of agents that I mentor on a regular basis, and I mentor other agents who have their own agency. I mentor agents who are under other host agencies. So I just, what you call it, I'm there to help them because I don't want them to fail and go through some of the mistakes that I went through. Um, when I first got started, I didn't have that person to help me at that time. I didn't read a book enough. I read and researched, but evidently it wasn't good enough. So I still made some mistakes. So I
Hello.
just want to say I hope that you get something out of tonight's lesson, especially if you ever thought about or dreamed about writing. It is so. It was actually very fun to do. So I'm
Really?
excited about it. Yes,
Really?
it was really fun. It took some time, but during this time we had time to sit back and just have extra hours that I normally wouldn't have. So I think that it was in God's perfect timing that I was able to sit down and write and have a clear head at it. Andy's giving me a little cue. So hi,
We have Tandalia,
Tandalia.
we have
Hi,
Glenda,
Glenda.
and we have Clyde Toval Jr. is
Hi,
watching,
Clyde.
and that's it so
All
far.
right now. Okay. So I want to welcome y'all to tonight's show. I have actually our guest tonight is one of my friends as well as she's my publisher. She actually published this book for me. So she'll be coming on in maybe about 10 minutes,
No,
I guess.
about 5 minutes.
About
Yeah,
five
about
more
five
minutes.
minutes. Yeah.
She'll be coming on. So she's going to join the call, and then she's going to be here to answer questions that you might have if you ever thought about writing a book. We can ask her those questions for you. You can get those questions answered, or even just get information. So maybe it's not for you, but maybe you have a family member that is talking about writing a book, or a family member or friend that was talking about writing, or they said they had an interest in writing. I don't know. Do anyone journal? Give me thumbs up if anybody journals because that can actually turn into a book. Do any one of you journal? Let's see.
I,
Did we get any thumbs up
I
for
don't see no
anybody
thumbs up
journaling?
yet.
I mean, as a little girl, we all used to have secret diaries as a little girl. I know, so that's the way you start. You journal. You write in the little secret diary, and then as you get older, it becomes a journal. And sometimes that's a good way to release some tension as well.
Hmm.
Um, you go through things in life and you say, "Oh gosh, I need to tell somebody," and you don't want to tell the wrong person because they tell your business. So write it in your journal. Talk to God, of course, but you can write it in your journal. It feels better once you get it out sometimes. So
Hmm.
you can do that as well. Get it out that way. So I just say to do it that way. What else do we have?
um, I don't know.
You don't know.
No, I don't know. I never wrote a book before, so oh, Tunde said I did a few. I did a few years into my, I guess it's marriage, Mar. I
She
guess
did. She did some journaling.
yeah, marriage. She said I did a few years into my marriage. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a start.
So, Tandale, you could be our next author on marriage, maybe. That's what you can do. You can write a book on marriage since you was journaling
Yeah,
in
he
your
journeyed
marriage.
down the good, the bad, and the. Mm.
Yeah. So, I just really think it is. And actually, I have another project that I'm working on that I'm going to ask people to co-author with me about business. And I'm thinking of doing one for marriage as well. So, Tandalene, you might be my co-author in the
Hmm.
marriage one.
Yes, my favorite cousin.
Because I think that we can get other ones involved. She's laughing. Don't laugh. I'm serious, Totally. We can do this. We can write this together. But all you do is like I'm kind of do this project, bringing other authors in, or people who know about business, and then we can give out tips, and then we can make it a book.
Yeah.
So that's one of my other goals that I would like to do in writing is to bring other people that are in business that maybe help me write the next one to talk about, giving business tips out. We all can use business tips. I know I'm in business and I like to network with other business owners. And if they want to
Hmm.
all come together and just write little tips, and we can do it as a book and then give it out to people so that they can have some tips on business. And
Yeah.
Tandale, I'm looking to you for our marriage book though, so we can do this marriage
uh,
book.
she quiet now. She ain't said nothing else.
Oh, she's not going to say that. Tandale, don't leave me hanging. I need you to help me do this marriage one. And Miss Glenda, you've been married too for a long time, so you can help too. You could be
Yeah.
in here.
So is there anybody out there thinking about writing a book? Dr. Pope is real good at guiding you through and helping you and stuff like that. We've known her. I've known her for man for a long, long time, and she's
Did you
been.
meet her at your first job
Yeah, I
when we
met her at
went
my
to
first
Houston?
job. Matter of fact, we used to work at Sam Houston Memorial Hospital. We worked in the kitchen together.
And that hospital's not even
Yeah,
around
that
no more.
hospital's not even there no more. So you know how long that's been.
Well, we moved to Houston in what
92.
1992. So
Yeah. Sunday
uh,
said, "Oh boy."
we moved here in 92, so we've been knowing Dr. Pope since 92. Wow.
Yes, it's 92. Yeah.
That's a long time. I
Hmm.
know I actually helped took care of her son. We just telling all her business. We got to wait till she come on
Yes.
so we can talk about how we known each other over the years. Because I got to give you this introduction. She is a very talented woman, and I am just amazed of all the things that she's doing and that she has been a part of. And so when she comes on tonight, I'm just elated to talk about all what she has accomplished and where she's going and what she's doing. She is she's definitely busy. She's definitely busy. She's
Hmm.
on the move. So let's see. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get to tell y'all all of this. I'm
Yeah. Ooh.
I'm reading over
Man, she has a
her
long,
bio,
long
and
bio.
it's impressive. I tell you that, y'all. It's
What is
very
like by
impressive.
10 pages long?
It ain't no 10 pages long. Don't be doing that. It's not no 10 pages, but she is definitely a busy woman, and she's truly an entrepreneur. She's out there. She's doing what she needs to do.
Yes, she is.
So, oh, it sounds like she's trying to call in now.
Are you
Yeah.
there?
Oh, All
Hold
right.
on.
Can you see me?
No, you got to turn your camera
I
on.
had to get my camera. I saw it right there. There we go.
There
Hey,
we
there you
go.
go.
Uh
Okay.
oh. I supposed to have a little music for my intro.
You was good. He didn't actually. Andy didn't do no music
Wait a
for
minute.
you.
Oh, hold
Can
on,
you
hold
do
on, hold on.
Wait a
Here
minute.
you
He
go.
got something for you.
okay, wait a minute. I'm going. Oh, wait. Let me turn this off. I can see it. Wait a minute. Oh, my Lord. Thank you. Get back. There we go.
There we go. So everyone, this is
Doc,
Dr. Sheila Pope.
Yay. Yay. I
And we're
feel
so
like
glad that you're here with us tonight. I'm going to read part of her bio here so y'all know who she is, okay?
oh,
Besides, you
Lord.
already know that she's my friend and the publisher of my book. So she is also the founder and the owner of Pope's Resource Center, LLC. Pope's
Yay.
Resource Center, LLC is a media and a publishing and a consulting company. It's the home of Conversation with Dr. Pope, television show, and her radio show. She's also the founder of Boss Ladies, is a Facebook group, and the Boss Ladies Professional Network. The mission of the Boss Ladies Network is to help women, that's me, especially minorities, learn how to network, build their business, and expand their brands. She is excited about her new app that she has. She's also the founder of Dr. Pope STEM and Liberal Arts Academy, which is a 501c.
Yay.
Um, she's also the founder of Next Move Entry Program, which is another 501c. So, and that one is designed to help nonviolent ex offenders share their stories to help them start their own business or obtain employment. So, as you can see, she's a busy, busy woman here. She's all around. She's in the community. She's helping. She's networking. She's doing it all. She's
everything.
teaching. She's doing it all because she is Dr.
Sheila
Sheila
Pope.
Pope.
Woo! I love it. I love it.
You
You know,
love
so I
it.
can come out somewhere and have fun.
Okay, so now that she's here, let's
Yeah.
get started and you tell us a little bit. Who is Dr. Sheila Pope? Who is she?
Oh my God, Tony. Over the years, I think I have transformed, especially since I known Daryl. Daryl kind of met me like, oh my God, I think I was 19, 20. I don't know. I keep lying about my age so much, I forget.
Oh,
But
gosh. But we talked about it. We knew you since
Since
1992.
1992.
So,
okay,
however
I
old you
knew it
was
was
at
a long
that time.
time. And so I have transformed so much. And I thank you, first of all, for having me on the show. I'm so proud of your platform and proud of the things that you and Daryl are doing. I love this. It's so weird. I don't see you, I only see Daryl. So it's like, okay,
I'm here.
okay. But I love it. And since you've known me, I think I just went from educator to now businesswoman. And I think it took me a little while to embrace the fact that not I no longer describe myself just as an educator. I describe myself as an entrepreneur. So although I put the stuff on for the business, if you notice, I did not put anything on there about education, my education, because at this point in my life, that's irrelevant. What's relevant now is that I own the fact that I'm a creator, I'm a publisher, and I help people tell their stories through different ways, through television, through now through publishing, and through helping them empower themselves through education in a sense of the classes, and especially for women who are like you and I, who are entrepreneurs. And really, we're focused on those full time entrepreneurs
Yeah.
that are out here walking by faith. And I think one of the things I didn't put on the paper that I think is so important that I need to clarify very quickly that I am a Christian business owner. And I think now, we don't talk about that as much, but I think more than ever right now, it's important to let people know that we are women of faith because this walk here requires it requires a lot of faith. So that's who I am in a nutshell right now because I'm ever evolved.
Okay.
Forever I will be changed.
Okay, so I actually had some questions that I wanted to ask you, and I'm sure my audience would love to know this as well.
Okay.
So, have your business been affected by COVID? Since
Yes.
COVID is the topic right now for everything going on.
Yes. My business has been impacted by COVID. And let me tell you something. It's been impacted in a couple of ways. One, of course, like every other business owner, you don't have as many opportunities to make money. But what has happened is that I feel God is giving me this opportunity to really flourish. I've taken a lot of things that I've always wanted to do, and I'm taking the time now, and I'm doing those things. Well, I think because I'm normally out in the community, busy, busy, going, and I think with COVID, it made me sit down. It made me rest. It made me look at ways that I can now do the things I've been talking about. So I've actually launched like my own school class. My out school classes are live and online. I did that during COVID. I've actually started actually creating online classes. And then, of course, the reason I'm here is because I published your book uh, when, during COVID. And I'm not going to exaggerate. I think that's probably one of the best things I've done yet. And I mean that not because I'm on your show, because I saw and I have worked with you because we've been writing together for a little while now. I have
Hmm.
really watched you transform from a woman who said, you know, I'm going to do this. I did a project, a book, and I want to write something, and it's okay, but I want to focus on the business thing with you and the book we're writing. And then when I brought it back around, I watched you say, and it was so profound to me because one day you texted and said, I'm a writer. And I was like, yeah, okay. She went from, I'm just doing a little something, something, so, to realizing your voice, realizing your power, and realizing that, I mean, I don't know, Daryl. If by the time we get through this next book,
Uh-huh.
we have to put her on a cruise all by
I
herself.
said,
Well,
I
I
got
want
you.
to go on a cruise anyway, so any excuse
Yeah,
would be right for me.
she don't need no excuse.
Giving her preferred treatment, okay? Uh, I think she has changed so rapidly in the little short time we've been working on publishing her book and having her write her second book.
Uh-huh.
I've really seen a lot of change in her. And that is phenomenal because I think sometimes we forget that you think that you're doing something small and you don't see how that's really being big because I'm not Random House. I'm not a big publisher. And I was grateful Tony gave me the opportunity to let me publish her book that she had already written. And she trusted me enough to say, let me take you to another level with this and to put you on Amazon and to do the things that I could see that Tony is capable of doing. And then to see her on in Cancun, just like opening up her book, and she was so excited.
Yeah.
And it just, as a friend of a many years, that was important. But as a businesswoman to another businesswoman, that was what it was all about right there. Sometimes we miss. We're so busy competing in sales and trying to poach people's clients and businesses. We don't see if we don't edify and help others grow, we can't grow
Mhm.
through the process, I'm growing too. But it was just phenomenal to see her like sitting on her couch and doing her little. Let me clarify. Her couch in a resort in Cancun, doing her business, and she opened her book to talk about her business. You just can't beat that. You really can't beat
Yeah, you're
well,
right.
well, I definitely, I'm gonna tell you, this is my first book that ever got published. That I actually published with Dr. Pope, and it was. I know when she called me and I was in Cancun, I was delayed an extra day, so it worked out in her favor. But I was like, when she told me, it, I was like, um, I'm nervous and I'm excited all at the same time. So what do I do next? And I said I needed some time because I was like, oh my gosh, the whole world can see this now. So I was like, I was ecstatic, but at the same time, I was so nervous and excited at the same time. It was just like, oh my gosh. And yes, I kept saying, I'm a writer, because I believe in the word of God that says when you say it out your mouth and you believe it in your heart, it's going to come to pass. So if I say I'm a writer, now I'm
I'm
a
a
writer.
writer.
And
Yes.
so I'm excited because Dr. Pope done let it out the bag. I'm actually already starting on the second book, but Dr. Pope and I is going to write that book together about business. So I'm
Yeah.
excited about that. And when we first got started, I know that she had to have a lot of patience, because I told her, I was like, I'm not a writer. I don't do well in this, and but I want this, but I don't do good in English. And she was like, well, let's just start. And over the time, and her giving me some tips and things about writing, I actually seen improvement in my writing.
Hmm.
And I got to start saying that I'm a writer, where I started listening to other writers and getting more information. So that itself made me really excited. And I'm very excited always to work with her, because she has been phenomenal. Even to the day when I had a what they call it, a author's panic moment. I was like, it ain't going right. It's not going right. She was like, okay, calm down. We got time. Let's do this slow. And so she helped walk me through that process as well. So again, as I said before she came on the call, she has been a tremendous blessing to me. So are you looking to help other authors that are new or established? I know we don't want to overload you at the same time, but are you looking to help some other people that maybe want to be an author?
Yeah, you know what, Tony? And this is something I've had to learn too about myself. Yes, I want to help other writers, but I'm realizing this. I think the person that I'm going to work with needs to be open, right, to transform. I love the fact that although you came in saying I'm not a writer, and I was listening to Lovey, and I sent you the what was her Instagram feed so you to watch it, and she was like she's phenomenal, and
Mm-hmm.
I think the people I need to work with should be open to being to transformation. I
Mhm.
think sometimes there are people who will come to you with a book already, and I'm like, oh, that's fine, but I need them to know if there's need for change. We need to be open for that, and then I also need people to realize it's a process. I think we have this in our mind. We're gonna just go get a book published. Well, you have to do a lot of work. And luckily, on your first book, you had already put in the work. It just was, take it to the next level. But the one that we're doing now together, that one is kind of you had to come in on scratch and go, uh-oh.
Yeah.
I had to figure out, how do you tell your friend? Wait a minute. and, and I can see, and I love that because you're giving me an opportunity too to work with you, not just as my friend, but now more of as a client. And I think that's so important that I'm open to new clients, but I think it's also important. I have to know I have to work with clients. I feel that they're the ones God is sending for me to work with, and that's usually people who, especially women who don't see themselves like here. And I'm usually that person that's helping, encouraging to bring them up. It's already the star is already there. And I think that's the person I'll end up working with. So yes, I'm open, but I'm open to people who are open to growth.
Mhm.
Uh, I don't want to battle. I don't want pretend. I just want to have people come on in and let's figure out how we're going to get your vision because that's something I think now. Last night you had me roll and I still can't get over it. When you said, okay, listen, I have people that need my autograph. They need my paperback out because they got to get the autograph. And I said, I'm working on that. I got to get some things worked out. It's a review. And I kept thinking, I got to get a solution. How can Tony get her people who are demanding paperbacks so she can get us her signatures, her photo ops and all her handwritten signatures in the book? And I said, you know what, Tony, we're going to stick with our plan to do it with a pay as you go when they order. Amazon will print it and then they'll get it in the mail and then they can have a time in the day they meet Tony and have her sign the book. And so I think that's something that I love that you went from I'm not a writer to listen. I have people demanding my autograph. I got
Hey, it
clients
was
asking for
exciting
my
though. That's exciting when people said they want a copy, but they want my autograph. I was like, oh yes, I'm a writer now for real. But
right.
I'm excited though that
Believe
the
it. I'm like,
support.
if I don't watch it, Tony gonna have me working on 5 books, book signings, and everything. And so I have to be careful. I have high maintenance clients. Okay.
Well,
Well,
So
you got hope not hopes that she wants an autograph. So
oh, Hope said she want an autograph. Okay, well, Hope, I got you. But that means you're gonna come to Houston, right, Hope? So I can autograph your book for you.
and Tanya said she wants one too. So
ship it to your
Oh,
address,
and
have you
see,
sign,
Tanya
you
wants
know.
one too. So once we get it on paperback on Amazon, then you order the book, and then I will come and sign your book. But Hope, you got to come to Houston because
That
I'm
was
just
just
waiting for
something
Hope to
I
come
don't
to
know.
Houston.
We started this project with just a digital ebook in mind.
Right,
That was
that's
the
true.
plan. And then once I think she saw, and I had asked if she wanted paperback, but I think once she saw the um, the responses she got from the things she feared, people seeing the book, then once she realized that people will support you if you have good content, and Tony has in her book, it's very short. It's not a book that's going to, have you weighed down in details and steps. It's very simple, practical information for anyone that wants to be a travel agent. And of course, with Tony's expertise, anyone that follows Tony or watches her, all her videos, that cruising is what she does. That's really her, and not just cruising, but she's evolved into other aspects of her business. And if you get the book, you get a chance to read and see how she's done it. And I think that is so important. Women or anyone, men too, when you're looking to see how something is done, a lot of times we get overwhelmed with, oh, this is so huge. But your book makes it seem very simple. You give them very practical, because as I love to say, you're just the facts, man, just the facts.
Yes, that's a
And
part of our book. She had to tell me. She was like, you want to give us some extra? Want to explain a little bit? You want to give some detail?" Because I was very, very short, and that's probably why my first book is very short. But it has a lot of good information in it, and that's the
oh yeah, very realistic, and that's what I'm talking about. I want books that I'm publishing, because see, the reason I love publishing also, there was a time where when you had an idea and if no one agreed with you, it didn't get out. You didn't have any choices. Now people have choices, and you don't have to be told no. It's more how much do you want to pay to get that where you want it to go. And then when you come to me, it's not only that, but I help you figure out how to put your vision out there, how to get that content out there that you're proud of and is out there for the world. We're not talking about just your neighbors anymore. We're not talking about your friend at work. We're talking about your book is now anywhere in the world. You can access it from Amazon. And then we have bigger plans. We want to have you on Barnes and Noble. We want to have that paperback book everywhere along with your digital ebook. That that's a huge leap from going talking to someone when we first mentioned the book to you saying, I kind of want to put it out there. I only want so many. So now you're like, wait a minute. I could be on Barnes and Noble. I love that transformation. And because I've been a teacher and I've taught literature at the college level and high school, I'm used to teaching students about authors' work. Now I'm talking and dealing with the creators behind the work. That's huge for me. If I would have met Dora Neale Hurston back in the day, I'm sure we would have been friends because she's hilarious. But she's gone. But now I'm meeting Toni Anderson. So when people say, hey,
like
do you know
oh,
Toni Anderson? I know Toni Anderson. Yes, I know her book.
like Tanya say she like we have my cousin says she likes some of us like to read paperback books, and then Tanya Liz says she's the best talking about your cruising, and Cynthia said she cares for her clients. So yeah,
oh, thank y'all, thank y'all,
Oh yeah.
appreciate it.
She yeah, she I mean,
Y'all know that's Andy. He does such a great job with that.
You can't take anything, and that's what I'm saying. When you get an expert, I mean, it's pretty easy to say I can get behind the project because this is not someone selling hype. I don't want to be involved with people who are promoting stuff that's not accurate, that's not valid, that's not practical, that's not worthy for consumers.
Mm-hmm.
That's so important. We don't have enough time in the day to tell. I was when I went to participate in the webinar today. I said, "Oh my God, Tony got me in the KDP University webinar first thing this morning," and I was laughing because you have made me stretch my skills as well. I consider myself a little techie person. I am a tech person. I am a sexy nerd, but
And you and
but
y'all are friends. You and Andy are friends. Yes, because he's
I
the
get
techie
the
one of
opportunity.
for us. He's the tech one here.
Yes, oh, I know. And I tell you, I'm Team Daryl on tech. I'm always Team Daryl. Got your back, man. And
Yes.
I love the fact that I got a chance to be pushed because I didn't want to use InDesign at first. I was going to try to stay in my little comfort zone, but I had to get on back into InDesign and do some work with the book. And I'm so glad that I had the opportunity. And again, I'm grateful and thank you for that to get myself challenged. And now even with the paperback, because I've been doing digital most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So this has made me step my game up. And so I love that. So when the next client comes, I have more knowledge, more information, more skill set.
Yeah.
Good.
So talking about clients and things. So Dr. Pope, how long have you actually been in business now?
Full time, 3 years. I went full time in 2017. January, I started in 2017.
And
2017.
so what would make, if I was going to ask you a question, like what makes your business unique? What would you tell people if they're saying, why should I do business with Dr. Pope? What makes
Okay,
you
and I'm going to
unique?
clarify something. I'm full time since 2017, but I've been in business with the Resource Center since 2007.
So many,
I
so
was
that's
started
like
doing
for about
the Resource
13
Center since
years.
13.
2007. I'm sorry, say it again,
I
Tony.
said, so that's like 13 years in business then.
Yeah, 13 years. So I've been out here. I was doing teaching and everything else, and I had that side thing. And then 2017, I said, okay, God, I'm going to trust you and go on out here. But I knew it was time. I would not tell any woman to jump out and do anything or any man until you really have clarification from God that you need to step all the way out.
Mm-hmm.
Use wisdom when you're doing your business. So you ask,
That's good.
why would someone want to do business with me?
No, what makes you a business? Yeah, why would somebody do business with you? What makes you unique to do business with?
Well, I'm a woman of integrity.
I, I just love how she
Yes,
answers that. Like, what is it? No problem. Like, I'm a woman of integrity. Like, what
Hey,
else? Why would you do business?
people call me like yesterday, a client. He called me and it started off with Dr. Pope, I have a question. Mm-hmm. It's gonna take 15 minutes. Okay. And then 15 minutes turned into a project that was 5 hours later, but I got it done and I got paid and he was happy and I'm happy. So when I say to you, I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. Now, I also have standards. So if you want to work with someone who can help you bring your vision to pass, that's me. But I'm also going to have standards and goals, and I'm going to make sure the best product is put out there. And if you are a person that wants something really, really in half time, I'm not the person to come to.
mm-hmm.
I want to make sure the products that I put out there represent me as well as the client. And more important, I want to make sure that things that, for example, the client asked me last night, "Dr. Coach, how much does it cost to do an LLC?" And I said, "I'll get it done for $700." He said, $700? Well, the legal shield told me $400. I said, the legal shield didn't tell you the state gonna charge you an additional $300 for the LLC to be filed. See, they only told you about the 400 they're charging you. I don't do business like that. You tell the client everything is gonna cost.
Uh-huh.
Correct.
And that way, no one's like caught off guard. And so I like that about me. I also like that I'm a one stop shop.
No, okay then.
One
But
stop
I
shop.
do like that you
We
do
get it
look at
all done.
excellence.
That's why it was called it's Public Resource Center because we have multiple solutions to help you with your problem. multiple, all in one location.
One location. Well, I must admit that you do work in excellence, and that's one thing that made us work really well together because I'm a woman of integrity as well, and I like to work in excellence. And my clients that work with me when I'm doing my travel business, they know that I want them to enjoy themselves, and I want it to be done right. And even when I book resorts, I would tell them, I will not book you in a certain resort. It must be up to my standard
Mhm.
That's
because
right.
I don't want to send you somewhere that I myself wouldn't even personally stay. So, and sometimes people say, well, I found something cheaper on the internet. You're more than welcome to book it on the internet. But I know when I send my clients to places, I know that it is a nice place. Prime example, when I went to Cancun, the brochures, the beach looked beautiful. Oh, the
Yeah.
brochure, the beach looked beautiful.
Yeah, but when we
And
got
y'all
there,
seen my videos. That beach was not the best. It's
We
a
know
beach,
because
but
you kept. Daryl said it. You said it. I
it's
mean,
not the best. But I did highlight what was really good about it. They had
you
a
did.
beautiful and awesome pool.
pool. Yeah, the
They
pool
really
was nice.
did. The service was phenomenal. The rooms are gorgeous. The things that
Yeah.
come with it is very nice. So I will do the negative as well as the positive. But my clients, when they go in somewhere, they're going to know in advance where they're going and what to expect. And
Yeah.
that's something
I
that
think
I strive for.
people are not prepared for. People say, "Oh, you're so direct." Yeah. Uh, do we need lily flowers for everything? Do I need to sugarcoat everything these days? No, you're
No.
not paying me the money I'm gonna ask for because you want me to sugarcoat it. You want the product, and you want the product to be what you want it to be. And I have to tell people this is what it takes to make that, and also not allowing, like even yourself, to say, "Well, this is who I am. Accept me for who I am." And if you are a business person and with boss ladies, that is the whole thing. I'm here to encourage and motivate and tell other women that you can accomplish your goals. But you do have to be realistic. We do have to be practical. We have to be honest with ourselves. And if you don't teach your clients, you're not going to stay in business long. I mean, you may get over on a few people, but eventually that's going to come back to you.
Uh huh.
So
That is
I
true.
think that's important. And I love that you go to the resort. 'Cause, I'm still yet got to get my cruise on.
Yes, I'm waiting to get you on that
Yeah, we
cruise.
waiting for you.
And I heard told her when I go, I'm going with Tony. I I really thought it was important because, like you said, you're not letting your clients be deceived by the brochure. That's so important because if you're going like Tony, you didn't say nothing about the beach and you were there, but
Mhm.
you're like, no, it's even maybe at the expense of someone saying, well, did she say something negative about about the company? It's not negative. It's the truth that this is not for my. I love how you said it. This is not for my beach goers. This is for my pool goers. You were very clear on this is who this is for.
Yep.
And
Right.
then you
That is
repeated
true.
it, the preferred
The
plan.
preferred club, right? And because
You,
I'm going to another property, when I go to Cabo on Friday, Cabo is known to be unswimmable beaches. So again, I will be putting that out there
Yeah, we be putting the
that
videos and
it's not it's not the beachy person, but you can take pictures of the beach, but we will say it's not swimmable, and it's not swimmable because the two waters are coming together. So I will
right,
explain all of that when I'm in Cabo. I'll tell you about the two waters coming together, which makes the ocean water not swimmable. Now, are you going to find people in the ocean? Yes, you
yeah.
will.
of
But it's a
course.
reason why they're telling you, and I'm going to tell y'all all the details. So make sure y'all follow me. I'll be in Cabo on September the 4th
That'd be
through
Friday through Monday.
the 7th. I will be in Cabo. So I will be talking to y'all about Cabo. And actually, I'm going to celebrate a 45th birthday. So I'm looking forward to celebrating birthday, Glenda's.
Okay, it's not Tony's birthday.
I know she's not 45.
So what was that supposed to be? You be telling people you 35. Why I can't be 45?
So much I don't even know what I tell them no more. But
I
all
don't tell tales
great
about my
inspiration
age
for
though. I
life. I'm
tell the
telling all
truth.
my business.
Oh, while we was talking though, we had some comments. And I
Okay.
don't know. If you have a question though, please write
Yeah.
your question in the chat box so Dr. Pope can answer it because we can go on and on because we are friends, so we can just talk. And I
Yeah.
don't want to hold you up all night.
So if anybody has any questions, y'all can ask Dr. Pope a question, ask Tony a question. Don't ask me a question because I'm gonna ask Tony to answer the question for you.
Now I'm gonna be honest. I can't see anything, so I'm gonna rely on y'all, right? Just so
Okay.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so did you have any questions? Because I seen while we was talking, Andy was steady typing.
No, it was just people. I was telling them hello and everything. It's like
Oh,
got
he was speaking.
Terry.
Hello,
My friend Danielle. I went to school with her. And then somebody else was on here. Angela Penwright.
hello. Hi,
I
Angela.
haven't
Yeah.
seen
Hi.
Angela since she tipped out the boss ladies, but hey.
So we were saying hi to everybody. And so any questions that we have? Any questions?
No, no question. Tunley talking about take me, take me. So have your bags packed, ready Friday, Tunley. You can go to Cabo with us.
I
Okay.
love it. I'm going through video. You know, I still have to get my coins together.
Okay.
Tony, kiss me quiet.
But
Coins.
but, but you know what, Sheila, Dr. Pope is always when I do the videos, people tell me it seemed like I was right there with y'all, all the pictures and videos and stuff like that. So I go around, do the videos, and I get Tony to talk, and I put the little name up there and stuff like that, because like she's more in detail. I be like, blah, blah, blah. She explained it all out. So it's like,
I'm
okay,
detailing that,
yeah,
but I'm not detailing writing.
And let me say something there. This is important. Okay. So I was telling Tony this offline. When you did the video in Cancun, it was one, I think the very first one y'all put up. Because I got there and it was a tour of the room.
yeah.
I don't think I couldn't remember you talking. I couldn't remember that.
No,
But I
no,
know you covered the master bedroom area. When I saw that video, I said, that's why I envisioned seeing Tony sitting in that area opening her book. And I was working hard to get that thing done. And luckily, I know Tony wasn't happy about it, but y'all trip got postponed.
uh huh,
Um, and so I was able to get into her that morning.
uh
And
huh.
when I saw her sitting in that spot,
That was
I'm telling you,
confirmation.
I almost get it again because I said, God, that's what I'm talking about right there. So your videos are just as important in the business that Tony does because like you said, you are our eyes for the trip.
Uh huh.
We need that. And I was sitting there just thinking, and I could see her open it up. And I asked her, I said, Tony, can you just take one picture over there with your book? And she said, okay. But I didn't know she was going to do it live. So when I saw the live, I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, oh, Lord. I was a hot mess. I was like, look at God. I saw that. I saw that. So I just want you to know how important a role you play in the whole part. Because she was like, well, he had one and he didn't talk. And I was like, I think that was the one that moved me the most. And then, of course, I love when she was in the, the private dining area. She had the like a peach, I don't know,
Yeah.
the white top,
We
and
we was in the preferred club. He was doing a video.
Oh,
y'all were looking around and
Yeah.
it was a little fun. I said, I know Derek did that video. But it was really nice. And I was like, now that's, I mean, it looked so professional. It was really, really nice. So I tell her all the time, you save her millions and millions of dollars in advertising. But that one video, it touched me so much that I said, oh my God, there it is. She's sitting on the space that I envisioned her to do it on. And she's opening the book that I worked all night from 9 a.m. to 4 the next morning, Daryl. I was, and to see her open up, I was like, okay, I can do this again.
Yeah.
So that trip for me was, I think, like I know y'all had a good time, but
Yeah.
it was really impactful for me as a person,
Well, I'm
as a
glad.
businesswoman. It was really impactful.
Well, I'm glad you appreciate it. I'm glad you was there with us in spirit.
I was honey, I was that boo-hooing and all of it. Oh Lord.
Oh
Oh,
wow. Well, make sure you just follow us when we go to Cabo because I'm excited. I have cruised to Cabo, but I have never flown to Cabo.
Yeah, so
So I'm looking forward to doing that as well. So we will be doing that. So again, I just want to tell you all that if you hadn't had a chance yet, I thank you for your support. You can purchase my book, and if you have a friend or a family member, you can purchase one for them. I'm on Amazon. I'm on Apple Book, and soon I will
okay.
be on paperback book. But in the meantime, you can purchase the digital version of it by going to Amazon or Apple Book to get your book. And I thank you in advance for your support. I'm so excited about this project, and I just cannot say
Me
thank you
too.
enough.
Me
And
too. And me
so
too.
I want to thank Dr. Sheila Pope for coming on. First, any more questions? Because I want to make sure that if anybody have any questions, that we get your questions answered. I wanted to come on just to introduce y'all to my publisher because I'm very proud of her. She's also
Thank
my friend as well, so I'm really super excited about that of her and me working together on not just that one project. Now we have another project we're working on, and so it does my heart joy to see us working together. My mom is also super excited about us working together. So we have the love and support of family members that of us working together. So that's a plus. But I'm just so excited about where God has taken me during this time. So COVID itself has not been all negative and bad because this also gave me an opportunity to sit down and to write and complete the book that my heart desire was.
mhm.
It also gave me a time to implement some other things into my business. The travel club membership will be coming out, rolling out shortly, as well as my mentoring. I've been mentoring agents for many years, and now I'm actually going to put it out there publicly because it was kind of like a secret. And so now I'm letting the secret out the bag, and I'm going to be publicly acknowledging me mentoring agents, whether you have your own agency, you're an independent contractor of an agency, or you have your own business in the travel industry. I will be more than happy to help you to grow your business, to mentor you to grow. I have done this. I have been mentoring now for 12 years. I've been in business for 13. I've been mentoring for 12. So I want to share the knowledge that I have with you and to help you to grow because when I see others grow, it makes me happy
Mhm.
that I was a part of them growing. Like women pour into my life or just people, period. But I've had women pour into my life, and I like to be able to be one to pour back into others. One other thing is, I want to say that Dr. Pope is always in the community. She's involved, so I want you to follow her on her social medias, and I'll let you tell them all your social medias
Media.
where they can find you. So make sure y'all go like her page, read her posts, go to her radio station, check her out on Facebook, join her professional network app that she has. $9.99 is only $9.99 for that. So
Yep, one time fee.
you got to get into the network with that. Just about being in the community, we all
Yes.
need help. So Dr. Pope, tell them all of your ways that they can follow you.
Okay, before I do that, I hope it's okay. Tony, this is important. And this has been my second year as a television producer. And it was so funny because Tony invited me to a luncheon, the inner circle luncheon at church. I went and I've been praying about doing the production stuff, the television stuff. And so she had treated me, surprised me, treated me to the luncheon and we did the luncheon. And in between, I sat next to a producer, and it was another. There was a lot of people there, and it was one lady in particular. I forgot her name, Michelle. She was a big time producer. She does the Christian movies for like Breakthrough and all of that. So Tony and I we took pictures and stuff. And I told Tony in the parking lot, I said, Tony, I'm going to go and do my class and become a television producer. She said, okay. So I left. We went on. We had a little break in between the morning service and the evening service at church. I took off, paid my money, did the class, came back and said, "Okay, I'm a producer now." And then the next thing you know, I was doing a television show, and she was like, "Man, that was fast." And it seems like Tony is always around for the evolution of all the things I'm doing. So that was a surprise, but it's been 2 years, Tony, 2 years. And now you're here talking to me about publishing books.
Yeah.
So we keep evolving. So you can find me, and I'm on everything almost, but I'm going to give it just one or two. Conversation with Dr. Pope is my television show. I have a Facebook page for it. Also, I have a syndicated radio show now, and so it comes on DFW, DFWBEN Gospel Radio Station. That's in Dallas. You can listen to it on TuneIn app or the internet, and you can also listen to that same show with Conversation with Dr. Pope on Blog Talk uh, Radio. So I decided to, I can control a little bit more of that. I can go live. So I'm doing it that way. And guess what, Tony? I'm going to be on the TuneIn app too in a few days. I do
Okay.
my own show, Conversation with Dr. Pope. And you can also, I never give out my email, but I think I need to give out my email because I'm not getting messages.
Uh-huh.
So I'm not getting feedback. So if you want to do business and you have your LLC or publishing, just reach out to me at Dr. Pope. Dr. Pope, DRPOPE88 at Outlook.com. And that way you can send me a message that way. But you can find me by typing in my name on any of my social handles. And pretty much I'm commenting Dr. Pope everywhere. So thank you so much, guys, for having me on.
But-
And what a night, because I didn't have to do the camera work, be worried. I could just relax and let Daryl do all this
Well,
stuff.
Well, we thank you,
Well,
Andy, for doing all the work for us because I just sit here and just talk. I don't do all the stuff either. So thank you.
Who knows?
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
guess after you travel the world, you don't really need to do much else.
Yeah. So thank you, Andy. We love you. We love you. We love you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So tune in for our next time. Make sure you just follow us on Cruises by Tony or my page, Toni Anderson. And I will be, of course, telling you when I'll be doing my next live.
Yeah. Tony's next live would be probably we go to Cabo Friday, so be listening for the videos and the lives and everything. And we saying at Secrets Resort in Cabo, so Friday we'll do a live, do some videos and stuff like so. Just
Stay tuned for Friday.
Stay tuned Friday. When we get back, we'll have another Q&A probably day where we answer questions about the resort and everything like that. So, like I said, we want to thank Dr. Pope for coming on tonight and thank y'all for joining us. And is that'll be it?
That'll be it.
Do I get a copy of this? Because my daughter didn't even do the behind the scenes shots.
It's going to be live where you can copy it.
Yeah,
Yes.
it can be live where you can copy it. Yeah.
You didn't?
Okay.
All right.
For me, almost out here.
Okay. Well, thank you. All
Bye
right.
bye. Thank you.
Good night.
Night.
I've had this problem.
Big problem.
I really, really needed.
A good travel agent.
And I kept searching.
And searching.
There are so many choices.
It's really hard to find one that has all the things on my list.
But I finally did it.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you.
If you are looking for one as well,
look no further.
Here's a really good one.
Just use mine.
Use mine.
I'm very satisfied.
Definitely recommend.
Problem gone.
thank you.